Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm still sick. That's why my voice sounds weird. Today was the official drop of the first doll in the Bratz Mean Girls collection. It was the release of Katie at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you live in the other side of the United States, then that would have been 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for you. I managed to get Katie. I got really lucky because the dolls sold out by 11:02 a.m. She sold out in 2 minutes, which I think she might have beat Pennywise's record, because prior to that, I think Pennywise was the fastest selling limited edition doll, and now it seems to be Katie. So, prior to the drop, we were told that the dolls in the US would only be available through Bratz.com. That seemed to be true. I haven't seen the dolls pop up for sale anywhere else. As for international fans, they were told that they would be able to order through Bratz.com should they live in certain territories which they're willing to ship to, which I believe was most of Europe and Canada and Australia, though you guys did have to pay a very big markup. Like, from in Canada, to buy from the Bratz website to get Katie, it would cost 110 Canadian dollars, which is crazy because Katie was only 60 American US dollars. But European fans were told that the dolls would go in stock on Amazon UK. And that was several hours ago. It's currently 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time while I'm recording this video. It's been more than 3 hours. It's been close to 4 hours since then. Is that how time works? No, it's been 3 hours. It's been like 2 hours. It was 11 a.m. They didn't go in stock then. 12, 1. Yeah, okay. It's almost been 3 hours, basically. And the dolls still have not been made available on Amazon UK. It's I don't want to say shocking. We should be used to this after the way Mattel treats us. But, like, this isn't something people expected from MGA. Like, such an unorganized, very, very insane drop. Let me tell you how my checkout experience went on the Bratz website, because I think this is the reason a lot of people, unfortunately, missed them. So, when you go onto the website, there's a tab that says Mean Girls, right? So naturally, you would assume that the dolls are going to be available there. When I was on the website at 11 a.m., I had been waiting for like an hour in advance. I kept checking the website to see if maybe Katie's listing would pop up on the Mean Girls tab. It never did. When 11 a.m. came, I watched the time change. I refreshed the website a bunch of times because it said, oh, we're having an issue, refresh. So I had to refresh the website a few times. I clicked the Mean Girls tab when it finally let me in. The dolls weren't there. So I went to the Shop All tab, and that's where I found her. Instead of being on the tab dedicated to Mean Girls, Katie is just available with everything else on the website. So when you click Shop All, she showed up. So I managed to get her. I added her to my cart. I fumbled around a bit because I had to order one for my mom as well. If you want to order two for any reason, there's no plus button next to in the cart option to add a second one to your cart. The only way to do that is to click Add to Cart twice, which is a bit of a strange design, but I guess most people are buying one anyway. I just buy dolls with my mom, who's also a collector, for the sake of, like, saving on shipping, though. These dolls do have free shipping. The Bratz website gives you free shipping with any purchase over $50, so all we had to pay was tax. Again, it was just more convenient to order together, so that's what my mother and I did. So I was fumbling hardcore, but I did manage to get into line because it said, you're in line to check out. Item is still available for me. So then I was able to place my order, and I was able to pay, I guess because Bratz set it up with like Shopify or something. I was already logged in because I use Shopify fairly often. So personally, I didn't really have an issue, but again, it was very confusing the way the website was set up. A lot of people were checking the Mean Girls tab. You would expect that to be where the dolls were, and they weren't there. I mean, I'm saying dolls, like all of them were available today. It was just Katie. Regina's going to be available on the 17th, and the 2-pack of Karen and Gretchen will be available on the 31st. And I'm assuming it's going to be at the same time, so it'll be at 11 a.m. EST, which is, EST is the time zone that I live in, so like Florida, New York time. But if you live on like the West Coast in California, then it would be 8 a.m. for you. As for other countries, I'm sorry, but you're gonna just have to Google like what is 11 a.m. EST in your time zone, because I unfortunately don't know every time zone, so I can't tell everyone what their time zone's going to be. God, my voice sounds dreadful in this video. I'm sorry about that. Again, I think I've got like the flu or something. So I decided to record this just to make it easier for you guys to see what I'm talking about. There's a Mean Girls tab right here. When you click on that, it does not show you any listings for the dolls. I'm clicking on Katie right now and nothing happens. You have to go under the Shop All tab, and that's where Katie is. As you can see, she's sold out. So, yeah, she's got all her stock photos up here. And as of right now, she still isn't available on the Amazon UK like she's supposed to be. I just wanted to record that so when Regina and the 2-pack drop, more people will have an idea of what they're supposed to do to actually access the dolls. Again, it wasn't really made clear. I'd say it's a safe assumption that the Mean Girls tab would be where you're supposed to buy the dolls from. It's actually kind of counterproductive that you're supposed to go under Shop All instead of the dedicated tab to the collaboration. It just doesn't really make sense. Definitely a confusing decision on MGA's part. Recently, so about 5 minutes ago, they just posted a story saying, "Thank you for your patience. Bratz X Mean Girls Katie is still coming to Amazon.es and Amazon FR, so France and Spain, and Amazon UK soon. But they've run into some delays and will keep people updated." We don't know when this is going to be. They haven't given a time frame, so even then, it's unknown how many of these dolls are even going to be stocked, because right now it seems like very slim pickings. As I mentioned, the original Katie drop on the Bratz website went live at 11 a.m. and was completely sold out by 11:02. So 2 minutes. And the dolls did have a limit of 2 per customer, so I don't know. They aren't giving us figures of how many of these dolls are available, so we don't know how many are made or how many people actually got them. I'm just one person who can confirm that I did, in fact, purchase them. I was able to. But I put up a poll on my story to see if anybody else got them, and when I checked that poll, when I checked it last, there was only 30 people who had said they were able to get her as well. Currently, that number's at 51, with the no option being at 326. So it's a pretty bad ratio. This drop has been terrible. And might I mention, all of this is without discussing the frankly disgusting resale prices that Katie is currently going for. When I look up Bratz Mean Girls on eBay and I check the sold listings, Katie is selling for $300. This first listing is $300, this one's $299, this one's $299.95, $299.95, $300 even. Someone is even selling Regina for $300, and Regina's not even in stock. I don't know who bought that. I'd like to believe resellers are artificially inflating the prices themselves, but people really wanted these dolls. So I wouldn't be surprised that some people are shelling out this much money to try to get them. I really wish this drop had been something more accessible. It should have been, especially when the Kylie Bratz were everywhere when no one wanted them to be. The Mean Girls Bratz are something that people absolutely did want. So the fact that they're so hard to get, the fact that they're now going for such crazy prices after such a terrible drop, it sucks, and it's extremely unfair to the collectors. So, yeah, Again, I mostly wanted to make this video to try to help people. I really want more people to be able to get Regina, to get the Karen and Gretchen pack next time around. I got lucky. I got lucky being able to get Katie at all. So I'm just hoping that when the other dolls come out, it won't be such a nightmare. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video to bring attention to this. A lot of people also seemed to be uninformed about the drop at all. MGA kind of did a poor job advertising it. I mean, like, the time wasn't on the website. It was like, oh, they'll be available on Bratz.com at 11 a.m. And they only said that on their social media. They didn't say it on the actual website. Like, as bad as Mattel Creations is, at least they have a countdown. I think that's the least MGA could have done. They could have had a countdown on the website. But yeah, I'm gonna have to stop talking. My throat is killing me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any more questions about the drop, I will try to answer you and help you in the comments. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!